formation canadienne RLD Peace. C'est RLD Peace qui est en spectacle ce soir, c'est à 19h. Alors, on va aller rendre visite aux gars. Il y a Rain et Mike qui sont à l'intérieur. On va aller prendre des petites nouvelles. Hello, guys. How are you? This is a pretty comfortable lounge that you're having.
There's a bedroom, there's a full kitchen. They tell us it does this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Pretty nice. Comfy.
Spoiled.
Spoiled, eh? Alors, ils ont une loge assez confortable, hein, c'est assez luxueux même. Il y a une grande chambre à coucher avec un grand lit d'eau, tout ça. Puis, c'est tout ce qu'il faut pour être confortable, finalement. You're playing outside tonight. You're playing guitar. I'm sure it's hard to play guitar outside. It's not that cold, but still, eh?
Nobody told us that it was outside.
No,
Till
you're
we got
kidding.
here. So I'm like, oh well, I wish I brought some gloves.
But you've
It'll be
you've
fine.
done that
Yeah, we
before.
played outside before. It's all fun. Playing is good.
Yeah,
That's all there is to it.
yeah. So, but it gets hard sometimes on the fingers.
Well, you just have to watch because you can't feel them after a while.
Oh, yeah.
So you play with your eyes. It's fine.
Alors, c'est un défi, bien sûr, surtout pour Mike, qui est guitariste, de jouer à l'extérieur. Comme ça, il fait pas si froid, mais il fait quand même assez froid pour avoir les doigts gelés. Puis, finalement, il faut que tu regardes vraiment où tu mets les doigts parce qu'à un moment donné, tu les sens plus, carrément. We're on a football field. You used to play football in university. Does this kind of place bring back memories?
This is I think it's a beautiful university. I mean, I remember when I was at U of T, which is very old and amazing, but McGill was always, it has so much culture, and it just seems, it's just like, that's why we love Montreal, because of the culture. So the university has it too, which is nice. Although it's artificial turf, which is horrible for athletes, I know that much. Yeah.
How many years did you play football?
I only played in high school, in
Okay.
university, for like 2 years.
Okay.
That was horrible.
You were not good?
I don't know.
That's the story you tell. to hear you tell it, you're a lot better than that.
I was better than Duncan.
Oh, okay. But Duncan is not here to say something, right? Alors, il était joueur de football à l'école secondaire. Alors, ça lui rappelle un petit peu des souvenirs de se retrouver sur un terrain de football. Il aime beaucoup l'université McGill, il la trouve très belle. Lui, il est allé à l'université de Toronto, mais c'est un petit peu dans ce style-là, une vieille université. Et puis, il aime donc l'endroit parce que c'est très... Il aime le côté très ancien de Montréal et tout ça. Congratulations, because Is Anybody Home is #1 on the Musique Plus chart this week. It was also #1 last week. You want to you want to remind your fans what this song means to you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it means as much as all the other songs on this record and all the other songs we've written, but it's, I guess it's one of those songs that strikes a chord with people. Yeah. I mean, that's not something we can really explain, you know. We make the music. If people connect,
There's no
we keep making
precise
music.
message that you would describe in this song?
Well, I mean, it's about, the song definitely is a little bit about isolation, and it's really easy to do that these days with the internet and with television, you know. You can kind of just lock yourself away and feel like you're getting all the information from the outside, but, you know, conversation and dialogue between human beings, face to face, looking in someone's eyes is incredibly important. And I think that's really what it's trying to say, is that, you know, you need to comfort people who aren't getting that and make sure that they get it.
Alors, Is Anybody Home est un grand succès. C'est le #1 cette semaine à Musique Plus au palmarès. Et ben, rapidement, cette chanson-là parle un peu du fait que, bon, c'est un sentiment d'isolement dans cette chanson-là. Il dit, bon, par exemple, on est tous tout le temps rendus sur Internet. On a l'impression d'être en contact avec le monde, de ramasser beaucoup d'informations, mais on est seul là-dedans. Et puis, il n'y a rien comme le contact humain, de parler à quelqu'un, d'avoir une vraie conversation, de regarder l'autre dans les yeux. So, let's watch this video now. Voici Is Anybody Home de RLD Peace. On revient tout de suite après. De retour en entrevue avec la formation canadienne RLD Peace qui est en spectacle ce soir au Stade McGill. C'est le Stade Molson de l'Université McGill. C'est un spectacle gratuit. Profitez-en si vous aimez la formation. C'est un spectacle à l'extérieur. Il fait pas trop froid et c'est très agréable. Et puis donc, on s'entretient un petit peu avec la formation. I know that you're going back to the States next week. You're doing for a few shows, at least like 10 shows, something. But it's a different concept this time.
Yeah, we did it before the Canadian tour started. We haven't really done our own tour in the U.S., so we needed to do something quickly. And before the Canadian tour started in January, we did this thing and we called it Scaled. So basically what it is, I mean, I don't want to say it's unplugged because it's really Mike and I play acoustics. I mean, I always play acoustic anyway, but Mike is the only guy really playing acoustic. But it's small clubs and it's just packed full of our fans. And for the first time, and we were hesitant in the beginning, but the first show just showed us that all of a sudden, with like 500 people in a small club, and us not like with roaring guitars, the people were able to really become a part of the show, and they were singing, and it's truly incredible to see. I really didn't even have to sing. Like they'd sing all the songs, and I think they really felt a huge part of it. And the best way that it's hard to describe, but instead of after the show everyone being like, "Oh, that was such a great show," or saying that song was amazing, people were just thanking us because I think they felt like it was more of a true musical experience, where they were making the music as well, and that's something we're going to continue to do. And I think we're even talking about on the next record, maybe trying that through Canada. So it's really amazing. It's kind of it's just getting back to the songs, and if you can play them acoustically and they still stand up, then hopefully they're good songs.
Yeah, 'cause that's how you write them at first, I guess.
That's our philosophy that we always take. It's like if you can strip it down without all the effects and all the other little things that make it sound like us, and it still sounds like us, and you can still feel the passion even though it's not loud. Hopefully, it is good.
We'd like to hear that. We'd like to have a show like that here.
Well, I mean, we had no idea it was going to work out the way it did, so I'm sure we'll keep doing it.
Well, thanks a lot. You enjoy that concept too?
I like to roar sometimes, but
You
it is.
like to
it is-
rock more.
It is no, it's really nice. It's like Rain said. It's for me. It's almost like me and the guys, the band part. We're backing a lot more vocalists than just Rain. So you really it's something we'd always said that we like to think that when we're playing, it's not that there's here's the fans and here's the band.
Yeah.
It's like a whole bunch of people enjoying making music,
Yeah.
and it's even more obvious when we do it this way because they can be as loud as we are.
Oh yeah. Yeah, c'est totally part of it.
Yeah.
Right. Alors donc, la semaine prochaine, ils s'en vont aux États-Unis faire une dizaine de spectacles. Et c'est des spectacles qu'ils ne veulent pas nécessairement appeler acoustiques, mais vraiment beaucoup plus intimes dans des salles où est-ce qu'il y a à peu près 500 personnes. Et donc, c'est moins fort, c'est moins agressif, tout ça. Et les gens participent vraiment, ils ont l'impression de vivre une expérience musicale parce qu'ils participent vraiment au spectacle. Ça a l'air qu'ils chantent tout le long en même temps que la formation, tout ça. Et on se croise les doigts, peut-être qu'éventuellement, on aura droit à ce genre de spectacle-là ici de la formation. Thank you very much. Have a great show tonight.
Thanks, Jean-Pierre.
Thank you.
Thank you
Take
very
care.
much. Thank you.
Alors, on va voir le premier clip, le clip qui nous a fait connaître RDDP's. Voici The Birdman. Voici le moment que l'on attendait avec impatience en direct du stade Molson de l'Université McGill à Montréal. Voici un de nos groupes canadiens les plus populaires, RDDP's.
Sarah thinks she's daddy once before. She's crazy.
Thank you very much.
Take these plastic people, read their lips, and let it linger. Is there anything that makes them sound sincere? Come on, tightly hold your hand, take a deep breath, give them the finger. Are you worried that your thoughts are not quite clear? Oh, balance. Unbutton your clothes, undress your soul, show them your figure. All those inhibitions easiest to fear. Come on, take this gasoline, chin head up high, walk like a winner. Let the backbeat be the lessons that they hear. Oh, balance, unfit I remember falling, well I remember marching like a white man, me through the flames higher and climbing. I believe in something, I know what I remember falling, realize, but I know, but I
Is everybody all right? You people are much too far away.
Do you worry you're not liked? How long till your breath? Happy 'cause you smile, but how much can you pay? And what You gonna sing like proud Canadians? Let's hear it then. Doesn't Thank you. Walked around my good intentions and found that there were none. I blame my father for the wasted years. We hardly talked. I never thought I would get this age. And then a phone call made me realize I'm right. Around my room, not thinking, just sinking in this box. I blame myself for being too much like somebody else. I never thought it would just end this way. Then a phone call made me realize I'm right. Time and just like sunny days that with no because we're all time and jaded. But then I hope to God I figure out what's wrong. If I don't make it known that I loved you all along, just like sunny days that we're not because we're all time and jaded. And I hope to God I figure out. Hit the ground, way down again. You walked out, I'm sure you're my friend. Must be that this can't be forgot. Everyone's is everyone okay? I'm waiting. Alright, waiting. Alright, must be tough to be proud 'cause I'm waiting. Hey, alright. Woke to sounds, afraid you were there. Fell back down, but I'm sure you still care. Must have been God. This can't be forgot. Everyone's is everyone okay? Waiting. Alright, waiting. Alright, must be some time to be proud 'cause I'm waiting. Hey, alright, waiting. Hey, alright. Go ahead, Jim. Now this is more like it, right? You're supposed to be able to touch people. called Stealing Babies. Well, I'm cheating on answers you're saving. How you gonna help me understand? Well, I'm screaming and you're stealing babies. Why you wanna knock us down again? Why? How should I say when I'm so sorry? How should we pray? Now that we're Eve stands alone by the knock on the door, by the thin in her bone. She's courageous and loving, exhausted and cold. She's not ready to go, so the ghost on the phone helps her safely into her dream. Well, I'm breathing on the ones that you made me. How you gonna help me sleep again? Why you wanna knock us down again? Why? How should I say when I'm so sorry? How should we pray now that we're alive? Eve stands alone by the knock on the door, by the thin in her bone. She's courageous and loving, exhausted and cold. She's not ready to go, so the ghost on the phone helps her safely into her dream. Throw away the radio. Suitcase keeps you awake. Hide the telephone in case you realize that sometimes you're just not okay. You level up, but it's not alright now. You need to understand there's nothing strange about this. You need to know your friends. You guys, I'll be waving my hand, watching you drown, watching you scream, quiet or loud. Well, then maybe you should sleep. Well, then maybe you just need a friend as clumsy as you've been. There's no one left. You will be safe and here. You will be safe and here. Throw away this very own shoelace, tripped you again. Try and chug it up, chug it up, chug it up. Well, it's on your skin now. You need to understand there's nothing fake about this. You need to let me in while watching you in. Watching you drown, watching you scream. No one's around. Well, then maybe you should sleep. Well, then maybe you just need a friend as clumsy as you've been. There's no one left behind. You will be safe in here. You will be safe in be waiting. Well, maybe you should sleep. Well, maybe you just need a friend as clumsy as you've been. There's no one left behind. You will be safe in here. You will be safe in here. Now you will be safe in Goodbye, the future's sold out. There's now you're screaming. Who thought we'd ever get Calm down. Somebody and a TV psychics have never been to Mars, and I'm not your best reading. I know you must be upset. I can't find meaning. I'm sorry, we're sorry, we're all scared. All scared. Hey, is anybody home? Has anybody wasted tears on loneliness that everyone Gemini, the truth has come out. Everyone's needing white teeth that take it to be guided. Beyond that you and me, shotgun under your banners. Stand out here dreaming, you're shining, and I'm there. Hey, is anybody home? Has anybody wasted tears on loneliness that everyone becomes? Is anybody low? Has anybody painted fear on bad walls that save us from it? Hey, is anybody home? Has anybody wasted tears on loneliness that everyone becomes within Is anybody home? Has anybody wasted tears on loneliness that everyone becomes? Is anybody home? Has anybody painted fear on the bad walls that everyone becomes? The loneliness that everyone becomes. Thank you. Thank you for coming here this evening. We have one last song. We love Montreal. Truly do. Thank you. And whoever put up this barricade, those people are idiots because they didn't look out for your safety.
cette grande journée se termine. Merci beaucoup d'avoir été parmi nous. Merci à Reset, merci à Berceau de l'Amérique, merci à RDDP, merci à toute l'équipe de Musique Plus, merci à Ford, merci à tous les VJs.
Much Music, and I'm with Rain and Jeremy and some of their diehard fans out in the rain from Our Lady Peace. Now, you boys just got off the road, and you are on a really heavy work schedule, eh?
We're doing a lot of different things involving in the music industry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, we're pretty.
You're like, it was like 5, 4, and you're like.
Would explain it. Yeah, we've become everything in the industry in the last 3 months, from video directors to promoting shows and
Playing,
writing,
promoting shows,
the whole
making
deal.
videos. Well, we're going to talk about the Somersault Festival. We'll cut to the chase and tell all your fans and folks out there all about the Somersault Festival. First up, the lineup is the Smashing Pumpkins, Our Lady Peace, Foo Fighters, A Perfect Circle, the Catherine Wheel, Treble Charger, and Eve 6. Much Music is presenting Somersault 2000, happening in Vancouver, BC, at BC Place, August 4th, Edmonton at the Commonwealth Stadium, August 6th, Saskatoon at Saskatchewan Place, August 7th, and Winnipeg at the Stadium, August 9th, and Toronto at Wilson Park, August 11th. And Much Music once again presenting it in Montreal at Parterre Park, Jean Drapeau, August 12th, Ottawa, Rideau, Carleton Raceway, August 13th, and Halifax at the Citadel Hill, August 16th. Tickets, including GST, $39.50. And tickets on sale this Saturday, May 27th at 10 a.m. Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable, actually.
For all the bands, that's a steal.
Available at all Ticketmaster's locations. And stay tuned for Much Music ticket giveaways in July. $40. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And there's more bands still.
And,
there's a couple spots left that we're still talking to different bands.
How did you decide on this particular lineup?
Well, I mean, it's bands that we know and bands that we're fans of. I mean, A Perfect Circle for us, we're all huge Tool fans, as I'm sure a lot of people are. And Maynard is an incredible frontman and lyricist, so... I mean, I just got the record today. It's unbelievable. So I can't wait. I'm just a fan.
So do you guys actually, is this your dream festival where you actually get to choose the bands and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long process of phone calls, but at the same time...
You guys phone them too?
In a lot of cases, yeah, you know, you try and get in touch and see what's going on.
Well, yeah, Mike and I went to Montreal and sat with Corgan and explained what we're trying to do. I mean, basically what we're doing is, well, it started back when we did Edge Fest, and we toured with that across the country. The first time it went all the way out west. And, you know, just kind of being involved in that and seeing how it was run, we thought we could do it better, basically, and have more control over the bands, and that's what we've done. And I think so far, like you said, it's pretty close to being a lot of the bands that we really wanted to have on. There's a new band from out of LA called Papa Roach, which we're really excited about trying to get on, but I don't think they're able to do it. They're doing Korn's tour or something. So
I can't believe you guys are actually doing the phone calls yourself.
Well, not everything, but we're doing a lot of the. Like, we come up with a lot of the bands, then ask, and, you know, we hear, you know, from other bands that might be interested, and it just goes from there. But I think the main vision we had was, like, can we get this band? Is it possible? And then you just, you know, that was like, that was
I mean,
like
February, we played a festival a couple weeks ago in Orlando, and G Love was on the festival, and we talked to them, and they might be a band that we consider, you know, for that final spot. There's a bunch of bands that we're talking about.
Well, this year it's very much like for Edge Fest, it's a decidedly rock and roll lineup. This is pretty much rock and roll too, pretty much a rock bill. Do you think that's going to be like, is that the future of music after this whole pop thing? Do you think it's going to be a rock?
These are, you know, the main thing is these are bands that we liked, and they happen to be rock bands, but there's other bands. You know, it's like there's the heavy rock scene now, from your Limp Bizkits to your Korns, and there's the lighter pop scene, which is like Eve 6, and then there's like Foo Fighters, you know what I mean? It's like there's so many different categories of rock these days, you know what I mean? So I think we're just trying to make something that your average person can go and really enjoy themselves.
And $40 is a steal, too. You wanted to keep the price low?
Yeah,
well, I mean, relatively low. I mean, comparably, I think it is really low, so.
Now, that one, it must have been interesting, talking to Billy Corgan. to see if the Smashing Pumpkins would go on. How was that, talking with him? Because I remember, like, a few years ago during the Intimate and Interactive, when the Smashing Pumpkins were in, it was like he was kind of he was in a very arrogant phase, and he was saying stuff like, oh, you know, so many bands try to copy us, and he said Our Lady Peace, we're copying.
Yeah, I think
him,
that's like seemed, because when we went and listened to their record at his studio, what was it, like last fall, and knowing him and the way he is, it almost seems like a really weird kind of compliment, you know, coming from a very strange place, but I think he really respects us, and, you know, he really appreciates the way we write songs, and
yeah, maybe.
you know,
maybe
he
you know what I mean? The business and the rise and fall of artists. And,
he wouldn't want to be honest.
And it really should just be about the music.
He's totally chilling out, for sure.
I think everybody needs to.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone needs to just concentrate on sustaining a career and shut up, so.
Yeah, exactly. Also, we're going to be unveiling your new video. But first of all, we're going to take a look at Is Anybody Home? I'm noticing a lot of the time in your videos, you pick really extraordinary-looking people, like Ryan from Serial Joe, say this fella here on the front cover of the latest album, and this young woman in this video, really incredible-looking people.
We went through about 350 people to find
What
her.
attracted you to her, and who is she?
We just, you know, it's so stupid. You're trying to make a video, and you're trying to blend art with what ends up being commercial. So you're looking through, like, you're looking at all these models and stuff, and headshots, and it's such crap. And then finally, we watched this video of a girl who went to, I think, Juilliard or something, and could care less about acting. Had such a great attitude. It was perfect, and everybody knew right there that,
Is she
that
Canadian?
she was the
She's
one.
from
No,
Philadelphia.
she's from Philadelphia.
Wow, she's phenomenal. What's her name?
I can't remember.
Can't
her name.
remember.
Gosh, she's really, really gorgeous.
Yeah,
Yeah, she wouldn't even talk to us on the set.
What was it about her?
It's perfect.
Perfect
her look
attitude.
that was good for the video.
She's really natural. She wasn't made up. She, you
kind
know,
of an androgynous quality.
Yeah, and
At first, I thought she was a beautiful boy, and then I went, oh, well, she's a young woman.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, and then we're going to be coming back, talking some more, and unveiling the new video. All right. Back in a sec with Our Lady Peace.
Nice ass. You know, I could see.
Hey, they just heard you say nice ass.
It happens.
You were talking about, what were you talking about? Maynard. He has a nice
Talking
ass.
about
Perfect circle.
genitalia.
Perfect Circle's album cover.
Okay, so this particular lineup for Somersault Festival, you're just talking to me about some of the kind of weirder situations when you're having to be on the road with, like, big bills and lineups, like a sort of hierarchy involved in, like, bands coming in, and, like, is it true that, you know, they'll go, oh, the second stage performers are coming in, everybody shoo away.
Lock and
Now, is
shut
it
in.
their handlers, or is it the musicians
Sometimes,
that
you
are
know what,
popping the attitude?
we've played shows where it's the actual band that are like that, but a lot of the times we've been on tours where the crew are the rock stars and the total nutcases, where the band will be like, yeah, whatever, everything's cool, and then the crew will be like, get out of the way, you know, so-and-so has to get through, and, you're like, and they're like, relax.
Yeah, this festival's gonna be a lot different, and we're setting up to be like that. And so far it seems like, well, like Grohl and the Foo Fighters already said they'll go to like the B stage and they'll play a set there. You know?
They want to barbecue
We'll do like
every
cover.
day.
It's gonna be really laid back.
It sounds like everybody's kind of in a position of, like, finally kind of like just having some fun.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. That'll
Just play
be
your
good.
music, enjoy it.
Yeah, very good. Now, new video for Thieves. Tell me a bit about this particular video.
This is this is the closest we've come to not destroying a song, I think, with the video. Not that they always do, but, you know, they always...
Really? You feel that way, hey?
Well, videos are weird that way, where, you know, I mean, it's been said a million times. It puts an image in someone's head that whatever they were able to delve up on their own in their imagination is canceled. So I think with this really is just about a mood, and it's not about playing, and hopefully it just sets enough of a space where you're able to listen to the song and the lyrics, and it's intrinsic in what you're watching, but it's like I said, it's only a mood. It's only this vibe. And
Yeah, I think it's one of the few times where you're like, okay, this just gives me an avenue to listen to the music and understand what the song is about, which is one of his favorite things not to talk about, which is about lyrics. But
What's this song about?
you know, I think this one is the more obvious, and it's obviously a very intense subject, so I think...
Well, there was a dedication to a young woman from Waterloo who passed away from a terminal illness, Mina Kim. Why did you decide to dedicate the video to her?
Because she definitely inspired the song.
Oh, she did it.
Yeah, she was someone that was incredibly brave and courageous, and became friends with, and you know, it's just.
She came and visited us in
Yeah,
the studio and recorded some music, which you hear at the end of it is her singing
Oh, wow.
with her mother. So it's a very, very, you know, beautiful thing that how me as a fan of Rain's lyrics fits together. And it's almost, you know, it's very, we don't want to be heavy-handed by it, but at the same time, the song, you have to just take it.
Yeah, you know,
what it's worth. You know?
When we were trying to make this video and thinking of the concept of it, you start thinking, when you're talking about having her not really, well, dedicating the song to her, how it could be pretentious and it's heavy-handed, but I mean, that's real. Like, you know, this young girl passed away, and while she was alive, was so incredibly up and happy.
Wow.
And trying to live.
And you had a personal connection with
Exactly, and you feel that, so it inspires a song. Why not do it? You know, I mean, that's so much more real than, you know, 18 sets of breaths that are made of plastic on television.
Yeah.
You know, that's what life's about.
Did you sense from her that she knew of her mortality, right?
No, you know, that's the thing. I didn't know, and I was afraid to ask the parents because of her disposition. I thought she didn't know that. She knew she was sick, obviously, because she's taking pills and she's not doing well. But I had no conception that she understood that she was about to pass away. And when I found out that she did know the whole time,
She did.
And looking back on how up she was and
Wow.
you know, incredibly courageous. You know, that's what truly blew me away.
Because I guess you have a choice, right? When you're faced with that, with a life,
Yeah.
And also death. Like, what do you choose, love or
Yeah.
being destroyed over?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know what I would choose.
Yeah, I
and
know, it's
to see her
difficult
go
to
through
think.
that, it was
You did.
very enlightening.
Yeah, the strangest thing is just, it was only last year when you know, when I only met her the one time when she came into the studio, and she was very full of life, and you know, it blows my mind that knowing something like that, it's unbelievable. So.
Well, it's a nice tribute.
Yeah, I think it was difficult enough for me, because when she came in, the lyrics hadn't been written, and.
Did she know that you were writing it for her?
No.
No, we were recording like bass and drums at the time, and I asked them to take the vocal out when I was recording the drums because he was putting together lyrics. I couldn't play it. I couldn't keep my mind off of what he was talking about, and it was totally destructing me.
Wow.
So I got him just to hum it the whole song while I was playing
Really, eh?
to just you know, concentrate on the musical side. But
And the video very much focuses on the band in the rain, lots of rain. Was that camera?
it was a hellish, probably the most.
Were you all wet there?
Yeah,
sitting
it was
there?
awful.
I was watching it
It
thinking.
was probably the most
Wow,
disappointing.
It looks uncomfortable.
Unbelievable. Since 8 in the morning to what, 7 at night, we were just. But
Soggy.
It was cold, but it was so much worth it. You know, we worked
Yeah.
with a friend of ours, Mika, who is, you know, an incredible DOP and loves film, and
he has a
he's
great-
so good at capturing images like that.
It's got nice textures
Yeah,
in
it's
it.
more like he's painting pictures
Yeah.
rather than making a video.
Yeah, and it's like you're the focus of it as opposed to getting an interesting looking person
he
to
did.
do
yeah.
the story.
He captured the ill feeling in the song, in the video for sure.
Cool. Well, looking forward to seeing this video. We're going to play it. And also, yeah, everybody come out to the Somersault Festival that you're putting on in August, the big party. We're going to have a weenie roast for all the bands.
Dave Grohl's cooking up barbecue every day.
Is he?
Oh yeah. He's ready.
Well, if
Big
it's
carnivore stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna
Excellent.
bring my own chicken.
Good. Lots of
Is
music.
Chantal going to perform?
I don't think so. We have to.
Oh, come
I
on.
don't think so.
She'd be the one gal on the bill.
No girls. This is the anti-Lilith festival.
Not really.
You'll have
It's
to
not
find-
like
I'm
that.
just
You
kidding.
have to find a dude's name, you know?
Yeah.
Where's all the girl rock bands? Kitty's on Ozfest.
We tried to get Kitty.
Get Chantal
Yeah.
in a rock format.
she's busy.
Get her to rock out.
She declined.
Well,
Yeah, she
okay,
turned
you
us
boys
down.
better take some rest.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Sukin.
Our Lady of Peace.
You haven't even seen it.
How's everybody doing out there? she was there, they never looked out back. But I just think these words might just fade away. Oh, so we seem harmless enough. See a let 'em in and now. Yep, they go. I can see you, but you're stuck in my dark boat. Oh, yeah. Can't concentrate, I just stare. When all of your daydreams I see side for him, just when it calls your name and you block your ears, but it's not the same. Now you know when he pulls you back, oh, he pulls you back. Nobody's wrong, nobody's right. The bad man wouldn't lie. Nobody's wrong, nobody's right. But it's all on the outside. Go. Round your pocket, a stranger that plagues your days. So we have ourselves when there's nothing to feel right and wrong. Nothing there when it comes to fast. There's something there, but it's not quite right. How do you know? Does it make you mad? Does it make you mad? Get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. Nobody's wrong, nobody's right. The bad man wouldn't lie. Nobody's wrong, nobody's right. It's all on the outside. Well, I feel him. Well, I feel him close. Well, I feel him. Feel him, feel him. Go! Nobody's wrong, nobody's right. The bad man wouldn't lie. Nobody's wrong, nobody's right. But I just can't trust him tonight, no. Nobody's wrong, nobody's right. The bad man wouldn't lie. Nobody's wrong, nobody's right. You people, oh yeah, people. Get it out, 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 go. Hey, oh, hey. Thank you very much. smile? How much can you fake? An ordinary boy, an ordinary name, but ordinary is just not good enough today. I'm thinking, why? Thinking, you guys ready to sing your asses off? You guys ready to sing your asses off? Doesn't anybody ever?
Come on. Try that again.
Doesn't anybody? Doesn't shoot your soul out. There's no use screaming, who thought we'd ever get this far? Tonight your faith has come down to money and a TV, psychics you've never been to Mars and that's your breastfeeding. I know you must be upset. I can't find meaning. I'm sorry, we're sorry, we're all scared, all scared. Hey, is anybody home? Has anybody wasted tears of loneliness that everyone the truth has come out. Everyone's needy, white teeth, that's a gift to me. Got it. They all that you and me shine under your bed eyes. Started breathing. You shut it, and I'm bad. Hey, is anybody home? Has anybody wasted tears of loneliness that everyone becomes? Is anybody low? Has anybody painted fear out bedroom walls that save us from it? Is anybody home? Has anybody wasted tears out loneliness that everyone becomes when they're not alright? Is anybody home? Has anybody wasted tears out loneliness that everyone becomes? Is anybody home? Has anybody painted fear out the better ones that everyone Throw away the radio. Suitcase keeps you awake. Hide the telephone in case you realize that sometimes you're just not okay. You'll never laugh, but it's not alright now. You need to understand there's nothing strange about this. You need to know your friends. You need to know that I'll be waving my hand, watching you drown, watching you scream, quiet or loud. Well, then maybe you should sleep. Well, then maybe you just need a friend as clumsy as you've been. There's no all it's getting now. You need to understand, there's nothing fake about this. You need to let me in when I'm watching you, and I'll be waving my hand, watching you drown, watching you scream. No one's around. Well, then maybe you should sleep. Well, then maybe you just need a friend as clumsy as you've been. There's no one laughing. You will be safe and you will be safe and I'll be waving my hand, watching you drown, watching you scream, quiet or loud. Well, then maybe you should sleep. Well, then maybe you just need a friend as clumsy as you've been. There's no one laughing. You will be safe and you will be safe and you will be safe and Thank you.
Peacekeeping bunch. So it definitely caught the attention of the national press when Matthew Good decided to trash Our Lady Peace in a July newspaper article. Well, we decided to catch up with both parties separately. Here, then, are both sides of the Battle of the Bands.
There's always this misconception that Canadians eat their own in the media and with other bands, that they don't provide the proper system in order to create stars.
Well, you know, sometimes we
Matthew Good.
sometimes we get dissed, but you know that's cool. Everyone is allowed to voice their own opinion, and if that's the way it is, then that's cool.
Somehow we still sleep at night.
It was taken out of context, really. I mean, it was just printed like I attacked them right out of the gates, and I was talking about something that had to do with Canadian bands in America and that kind of thing, and I was asked my opinion, and I gave it. It wasn't an attack on anybody's character as a human being or anything. I just was asked about a band, and I gave my opinion, as anyone would give their opinion about any other band. You know, and I think that it is rather unconscionable if I'm just because I'm in this industry, that I'm not allowed to have an opinion. What the hell's with that?
Were you hurt when you heard the comments that Matt Good said?
I think for the first hour we were kind of like, what the? And then it was like, a big part of me hopes like, Matt, if you're listening, if this is a joke, man, we must sit down and have a cocktail because you are a funny guy. Other than that, it doesn't matter.
See, my first reaction when I heard it was, oh, cool, a rivalry in Canadian music, right on.
And you know what?
It's like the WWF thing.
Yeah, and you know what? If it's for real, then, and if people want to be petty, then, you know, we could give a shit if they want to be petty. We know what we do, and we're proud of it. And people can say, you don't take shots, whatever. What really counts is that the four of us stick together and we make the music we want to make. And if people dig it, great. If they don't, well, screw them.
People are allowed to have opinions about people. If you hate our band, I don't care. You have the right to. Cool by me.
Do you wear everything I liked? How long till you break? You're happy 'cause you smile, but how much can you pay? An ordinary boy, an ordinary name, but ordinary is just not good enough today. And oh, 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 oh. And oh, 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 oh. Alone, 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 alone. I'm thinking why, yeah, Superman's dead, yeah, and it's out in my head, yeah, we'll just laugh instead. Worry about the weather, nice and hey. Now you worried about your faith. Kneel down and obey. When you're happy, you're in love. You need someone to hate. An ordinary girl, an ordinary waste. But ordinary is just not good enough today. Alone, 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 alone. I'm thinking why, yeah, Superman's dead, yeah, and it's out in my head, yeah, we'll just laugh instead. Worry about the weather, nice and hey, and oh, 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 Doesn't anybody know? Doesn't and doesn't anybody ever know that the world's a subway, subway? And doesn't anybody ever know? And doesn't anybody ever know? And doesn't anybody ever know that the world's a subway?
But today is the home of the Somersault Tour featuring the last tour of the Smashing Pumpkins. Eh, Rick?
That's right, Ed. The Smashing Pumpkins, not only Smashing Pumpkins, they are the ones to watch, but we got Eve 6, Treble Charger, Perfect Circle, Catherine Wheel. Can't forget Our Lady Peace, Finger 11, Sum 41. Who are you guys here to see?
Our Lady Peace!
Treble Charger! I have no idea what they're saying, but you know, we've been waiting out here way too long. We want in! We want in! We want in! We want in! Play Kristen!
It's getting ugly. Scratch that, just uglier. What are you, an idiot, Rick? They're drunk, they're sweaty, and now you're getting them riled up? What kind of example is that for the youth of the nation? All right, you know what? I'm going to go use the outhouse before these animals get to it. And right now, here's Our Lady Peace, Superman's dead.
So we're here at Somersault 2000 watching Our Lady Peace. Later on, we're going to hang with some of the bands. Nazi, yeah!
It rocks! Our Lady Peace! Awesome!
Excited about meeting us, though, Rain, honestly.
So far, this is the highlight of Somersault.
Of course.
Meeting the 6 bus people. We don't even sleep on the bus.
You do not live
We
on a
sleep
bus.
in cushy hotels.
You don't
So
live
it's
on
really
a bus
not 6
then.
people on a bus.
No.
During the
6
day,
people
it's-
intermittently on a
Yeah.
bus.
This is a
2-hour
bullshit
segment.
contest.
We're not talking right now. These two won't talk to me. We're in a little bit of a tiff. Give me some pointers, man. Come on.
Don't be a knob.
Yes. Thank you. The
Not
best
a knob.
advice you can get.
Now, I could offer advice to them too, but that would it would be probably the same.
Hey, can we go on your bus and see it or what?
Sure, you want to go over to the bus?
I think the bottom line in any situation when you're with more than one person is communication.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta, if you're in a bad mood, you gotta explain yourself, or try and talk to people if you have problems or whatever, rather than just bottle it up and.
Does your bus stink?
No.
Look at this, they got fruit baskets. Do you guys get these every day?
Yeah, man. You gotta have the fruit.
Oh, this is sweet.
So if you guys didn't know yet, these are the guys that are responsible for this whole Somersault extravaganza. Rain, Jeremy.
work.
Yeah, you like that?
Good work. The whole thing was to bring some bands. I mean, bringing the Pumpkins and the Foo Fighters was kind of easy, but to get, bands like the Catherine Wheel and a Perfect Circle, those are bands that definitely would probably not have traveled across the country, not gone to Winnipeg or Edmonton or Saskatoon, or Halifax definitely. So I don't even know if the Foo Fighters or the Pumpkins would have done that on their own. But so this is, I think a lot of people get to see some music that they've never seen before. And, it works for us, too, where I'm sure Perfect Circle fans or Tool fans who are coming to see Maynard or that band, maybe weren't huge fans of us. And so there's a good trade-off there.
There's this special surprise we've been all hearing about.
It's all in this bus right here. It's all happening in the bus.
Can you let us know what's happening in that bus?
It's the most retro music on this festival.
I believe what is it they say? You wanted the best, you got the best.
That's right.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Can I make a guess?
Go ahead.
That's
One of
just
my
gave it
favorites.
away.
I had a chance to see them back in 1977, but my mom wouldn't let me because they thought they were too ugly and scary for me.
Yeah.
I won't say it. Is something going on here? You guys
Yeah, I
plotting
gotta
something?
leave.
Rain's
Yeah.
leaving. Okay, Rain, take care, man.
Talking to you, Rick.
Have fun for the next
Jeremy
4
will
shows.
finish
Jeremy gonna
All
take
right,
over?
I'll take over.
Where's he going?
I think he's gonna go announce the best
happened?
rock band in the world.
Come on, hold on a minute. Is it Kiss? It is Kiss, Ray.
Say hello
Come
to
on.
the fans.
What I remember of Kiss, they were a lot bigger. Gene Simmons and there's Gene right there. He goes right there. I gotta check this out, man.
Okay, we have to go watch
I gotta go
this.
watch this, right?
Is anybody home?
Whisper thing to my brain. Your voice sounds so hollow.
This is, of course, Citadel Hill, here right smack dab in the middle of downtown Halifax, and the site for Somersault 2000, which happened here a couple of weeks ago in August. We're going to have a whole show devoted to that day's events. So for those of you who are here, it'll be a chance to relive a great concert day. And for those of you who weren't, it'll kind of show you what you missed. Now, before we get into that, I have to make a couple of points. The first one being that of the 8 cities that the Somersault 2000 tour went to, starting in Vancouver and heading east, with the sole exception of Toronto, Halifax, attendance-wise, kicked everybody's butts. And I'm not talking about, you know, snuck in by 1,000 or 2,000 people. I think we were auguring in probably close to 10,000 more than most of the other cities did. So, having said that, I think it's clear that we will have more of these shows out here because we vindicated ourselves here on the East Coast. We will show up for this sort of an event. God knows I've stood in the middle of this field on many an occasion over the past few years, barking at whoever listens, saying, we'll do a good job, we'll show up, just bring it. And they did, and we did. So congratulations to everybody in the region, and I know the organizers of Somersault are very happy, and I guarantee you it's not the last time a major event like this will happen here. So, having said all of that now, why don't you sit back in your chairs and enjoy our coverage of Somersault 2000 over the next hour, and we'll be back to see you at the end of the show. Oh, and during the coverage somewhere, I'm not sure whereabouts in the show it is, a fabulous little run-in with Mike O'Neill and Dave Grohl. So, see you at the end of the show. Okay, so this is 2 years later. This is the second time for this thing. What lessons did you learn the first time out that have been applied to this one?
Get more of our favorite bands.
Oh, yeah.
And we really did it this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there much argument about that, or everybody pretty much on the same page?
This was easy. Yeah, we did it. It's we're fans, you know, so it's the best thing we could do this summer.
Was there anybody that you were after that you couldn't get for one reason or another?
Actually, there was bands.
Deftones,
Yeah, the Deftones did Vancouver, and they wanted to do the whole thing, but there's scheduling problems. There were other bands like Flaming Lips and Papa Roach that wanted to do it also, but just things here and there. So I mean, there's a lot of there was about 4 or 5 other bands that didn't show up that, you know, hopefully we can get next time. So
yeah, and there's only so much room, you know. That was the other problem. It's like we didn't want everyone to play for only 20 minutes to fit another 2 bands on, you know. So, you know, the whole purpose of this thing was to bring a few bands that, well, the 2 things. With the Canadian bands, instead of putting Canadian bands that always tour across the country anyway and have their fan base, to bring some new bands, you know, like Sum 41 and Figure 11 are still, you know, kind of starting out. So it's great exposure for them. And other bands like Catherine Wheel and Perfect Circle, you know, I doubt they would come to Halifax. So, or Edmonton or Saskatoon, you know, they do like the 3 major cities in Canada, and that's it. So it's been amazing I think for the bands to see part of the country and realize that next time they tour, there is this, you know, there's more than 3 cities to hit. And, you know, exceptionally for the fans as well, to see bands that they would never get a chance to see. I mean, people are busy, but it's a pretty healthy vibe backstage. You know, everyone's just kind of chilling out and watching each other play, and it's been amazing. It's too bad it's the last show.
Yeah, I guess that is right. And no Newfoundland this time.
No, that was just scheduling, trying to get the Pumpkins and the Foo Fighters. Everyone's got so many commitments in the summer. It was, you know, just putting 8 shows together was a pain in the ass. So we're lucky that we're in Halifax, I think.
Congratulations on the success of this event, because it looks like Halifax is pulling its weight in terms of showing up for shows.
Yeah, it's amazing.
A lot of people say, you know, don't go to Halifax, and there's always been this kind of weird rumor about the East Coast, and you know, people don't really receive these kind of festivals or shows. But I think they were basing that on shows that had nothing to do with the younger contingent, and obviously, you know, they want to come. So,
and this is a pretty cool site too.
It's awesome. This is
we've never played here, so it's gonna be pretty amazing.
For People's Choice Award for favorite Canadian group. Let's take a look. Matthew Good Band, The Muffins, Our Lady Peace, Prozac, and Serial Joe. All right, can you guys do the honors?
Oh, do we have to open this up? Hey, Sharon. Oh, come on. You could have made this a bit easier, dude.
Hi.
All right.
The 2000 Much Music
People's Choice Award
for favorite Canadian group goes to
Our Lady Peace.
Yeah! Congratulations, Our Lady Peace.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, man. Oh, thank you. Wow. That's wonderful. That's absolutely fabulous.
How do you like that?
That's great. That tells us our fans still care, and we love you for that.
Very cool. Well, thank you, Our Lady Peace. Thank you, Len. Now on to you, Rachel.
Yeah! Okay, we are here to present the award for the People's Choice Favorite Canadian Video, and the nominees are... We got Chocolat, Matthew Good Band, Tragically Hip, Chantal Crevieza, and Our Lady Peace. All right, Loving, do the duty.
The 2000 Much Music People's Choice Award for favorite Canadian video goes to Our Lady Peace.
Yeah! Congratulations, Our Lady Peace. And over yonder. Hey, boys.
How are you? Hello.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Any words to all your huge fan base out there?
Yeah, they're great. And Duncan, would you say this one straight up for the fellas?
Yeah, I didn't hear a word you said, but this is for thanks to Giuseppe and thanks to everybody in the CC and Eric and Rob and everybody at Sony.
And again, the wonderful fans that voted. I mean, we're glad to have won this one. That's
yeah. Okay, you guys shove your faces and kiss the lens and kiss your fans right there. All right, sending it over.
That's the best I can do. Sorry.
Sending it over to Master T.
And new video straight out of the box from Our Lady Peace right here on Much Music. I'll see you guys later.
Our Lady Peace, off and running again. They've got a new record out there that started a small club tour to get them going on this album. And our own King of the Coast, Chris Nelson, had a chance to catch up with Rain and Jeremy to talk to OLP about A, the album, B, the concept, C, the author who inspired it, and a future where humans are subservient to computers.
Creating music sounds like a good thing to do with your kids, even if they are almost 90 years old. So can I hear it?
I'm afraid you wouldn't understand it.
Mike had this book about a year and a half ago. It's called The Age of Spiritual Machines by Ray Kurzweil. And I was reading on the bus and kind of got really psyched about it and started telling us about it because it's pretty heady stuff. You know, it's very along the lines of like a Blade Runner, but that was science fiction, and to Ray, it's just science.
Now remember, I'm ready to do anything or be anything you want or need.
I'll keep that in mind.
It's factual. It's about the evolution of man, or the theory of evolution, and man not being the final part, you know, not being the final chapter, where, you know, machines are the next chapter, and, you know, man kind of gets weeded out.
Too bad I have to wait a century to meet you, Molly.
Or to be me.
Yes, that too.
The marriage of man and machine. I mean, it's a topic that's been covered in literature and popular culture before. What was it about what Ray Kurzweil was writing about and saying that moved you as much as it did?
I think it was because it was factual. It wasn't. It's not a fiction book. It's based on statistics in the last 50, 60 years of the evolution of computers, where it's come, where it is, and where it's going to go.
He footnotes he gives references to every website to qualify and quantify every, you know, point and idea that he has. So it's, you know, it's just not about his theories. You know, he's combining, you know, every piece of information that's available to him. You know, it's tough to dispute, really.
In a sense, it's more of a kind of a soundtrack to what Ray is saying. At the same time, it just fits. We didn't set out to make a concept record. You know, it just happened.
All right, let's take this one from the file, and clearly we don't...
Everywhere.
Are you waiting? No matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter what, I'm always right there behind you. No matter what you say.
Baby blue stuff. Single from the best-selling album, Spiritual Machines. Also featuring their #1 single, In Repair, Spiritual Machines. Now just $15.99 at Music World. Music World, it's everything you want to hear.
Spiritual Machines, the new album from Our Lady Peace, featuring Life.
It's all messed up, but we'll survive.
Spiritual Machines, it's waiting for you. In stores now.